Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today we are going to work on this little yew. You might remember him from previous videos. So to start, let's have a look at what we got now. As you see, this is a big trunk, and one branch is turned into the new trunk, and it became quite bushy. The fact that it is bushy means that it's, well, quite a healthy tree. This tree needs a little thinning and wiring, and we need to do something about the moss. It's best to remove most of the moss before winter, because otherwise the trees are going to be very wet all winter, and that's not really a good thing. Drainage is always an important thing. So the work for the coming days will be to wire this tree, wire almost every little branch, and then bring the branches in position. So the wiring is something I will do off camera, and yeah, well, putting the branches in position is something we will do together. So I'd like to show you a little detail now. This branch here, this branch is wired, and you can see there are a few branches of leaves going down. I will cut this shoot off, and a few are pointing upwards now, but they are the ones that are going to make the little plateaus. So I'm not going to remove totally the upward facing parts, but just remove a little tip from it. Like so. And now the buds in the leaves here will open and fill this up. So the wiring is done now, and the branches are in position. I had to do it on the same at the same time, because I needed to position the branches in order to see in what direction I had to wire the next branch. So well, it's done now, and let's have a look. So you see, all the branches are now in a radial pattern going away from the trunk. That's the first thing to do. Open up the branches and then form the plateaus by lifting in and pulling them down. So that's what it looks now. So the next thing to do is to remove pieces of the moss to have a better drainage for the autumn and for winter. Maybe next year I can repot this tree slightly and maybe turn it a little more like this, but it's just a little detail. So I'm gonna get the moss off now. So to get the moss off, you're just gonna need tweezers. It's quite a work to get it nicely out of the roots, but if you do it properly, afterwards you will see the root base much better. So maybe this moss is extremely long. I'm gonna remove it all and replace the moss with a little soil. Looks like the moss was a good thing, and see a lot of new roots here. This tree has a little problem. There's a big root under, and I'm a little afraid to cut it off, but since I have nice root form now at the base, I'm going to try to bury these roots so I can use them next year. And maybe you see that even here there's new root forming, so maybe this moss is not a bad thing, and it might be a good thing to just put it back and keep it and see some more roots develop. So I'm just gonna put it back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. A little root here. What I can do is trim a little, but there's not going to be a lot to do about that. So anyway, that's how the tree looks now, and the branches are in position. Tree is stopping with the growth is stopped now, so the branches will stay in position for a few months, and we'll keep an eye on it and see when it's starting to grow again, that the wire is not cutting in too deep. A little bit is not really a problem. So that's the tree. I'll give you a quick 360. Now I think I reached the point with this tree where I have the plateaus I need, and now they need to fill up. So I have lots of back budding everywhere with yews. It's not too difficult to get them. And now in the coming growing season I will have to pinch the tree so that all the new buds can emerge. While I was wiring, I removed a little foliage. You can see it here. It's not a whole lot, but well, I removed every single tip to be sure that new growth will come from the inside. Okay, so well, that's basically it for today. I'm going to continue cleaning up the moss a little, but that's not really interesting. So I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.